Thanksgiving is almost here, and while most of us are thinking turkey, Chef Jesse Jones is here with a mouth-watering twist that might just steal the holiday spotlight. He's showing us how to turn a simple rack of pork into a show-stopping Thanksgiving centerpiece. I traded my desk for an apron last Monday and got to cooking. Check it out. So Chef Jesse Jones is the author of Pow! My Life in 40 Feasts, available on Amazon, I should say.
Yes, and my website.
And your website. Tell them your website.
ChefJesseJones.com.
There are so many incredible recipes in here. And so we're going to make, for Thanksgiving, something not traditional from an American perspective. Yeah. Normally we would do turkey. You got a better idea.
No, well, you could do turkey too, but you could do this rack of pork as well too. You know, just give a little, because some folks not big turkey fans. So always, I like to have some pork. My mother likes to have pork. So voila,
All right.
All right. So, rack of pork. So this is brine. Have you before?
It's been years, but remind us how you brine.
Just basically, I just apple juice, carrots, celery, onions, a little thyme, pickling spices, half a cup of kosher salt, brown sugar.
Half a cup of kosher salt.
Yeah, overnight. This is a 2-day process.
Okay.
So it's brine day one. And so the second day, I go in with my little, my other little rub, and this a little roasted garlic oil. And this is just basically from you ever had roasted garlic?
Yes.
Cut the bulb, roast it. So once I squeeze all the pulp out, all the peelings, everything, I just put oil in there, avocado oil, steep it, and I got roasted garlic oil. So sage, rosemary, a little thyme, right?
That's almost a song.
Yep. So that in there. And then here is just garlic powder, onion powder, and a little paprika.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I could smell that.
And you mix this all around. And this is the second layer of love, We were talking earlier about layers of flavor and love. So I'm gonna put my gloves in here because we gotta get a little dirty here. Ken has his.
All set. Okay. Of course, Chef has matching gloves.
Yeah, you gotta have the POW gloves,
What does POW stand for?
Passion, opportunity, and work.
Passion,
Dream
opportunity,
big, never
and work.
give up.
Got it.
Okay, so now we just go in here, slather, all over with love.
Got to do the singing.
You gotta do the singing. And just to massage this in there.
When I first looked at that, I'm thinking, is that going to be enough? And yeah, that's exactly the right amount. Of course, it's the right amount.
Yeah, and like I said, you can have your turkey, but you can slice this up and you can cut it up in pieces. But I think that, it's great. My mother always had some pork around Thanksgiving, so I'm just keeping the tradition alive. So you get all that massaged in there. And then you put plastic wrap over it and, day 2. And then Thanksgiving, of course, you would do this Tuesday.
And this stays in the fridge overnight, plastic wrap?
Yep, plastic wrap overnight. So Tuesday, brine, Wednesday, this rub right here, get that love, because what's going to happen is when you roast it, you're going to get, and we taste it later, you're going to get a nice little inside from the brine flavor, but then you're going to get a nice crust.
Gotcha.
That's going to be delicioso, So boom. So then after that,
little swap that?
We swap that out. And we just get rid of our gloves.
Because the gloves are contaminated?
Yes. We give a little washy here. And put it into that. And then here we have
Are you kidding?
Voila, you roasted.
So just for the camera, there we go, just cool enough. So everyone can see what that looks like. I mean, that is just kick butt. The smell on that is insane. And then, so again, you could get a roast like this about how much? And do you have to ask a butcher in advance for this?
Oh yeah, you definitely can ask the butcher. You go to your local meat store, but they're a great price. 14, under 14, 15, 17 bucks, a big one, 20 bucks. I mean, I think it's great,
And one of these could feed four to six people easily,
oh, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, and then, like I said, you also can do a couple of things. You can take it off the bone and slice it even thinner. Or if it's a small family, like I said here, you have 8, you could just cut them and give them a nice little chop,
And you can, if you really want to get crazy fancy, couldn't you take all 16 bones and make a crown roast out of it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
that's crazy.
That'd be nice.
That's like Julia Child.
So now, if you're gonna crown it, what we did before when I put the rub on it. So prior to that, crown it then, and then you could tie it and then roast it that way.
Beautiful. So again, just to repeat for everybody, day 1, immediately you're going to contact your meat shop or your butcher, and you're going to order in advance. And you can do it by the rib, right? So you say an 8-rib pork roast.
Yes.
So you get that, and then once you do that, you're going to take it home. You're going to make your brine, which again is Kosher salt?
Yep.
Go down what it is.
So what you start off with, a gallon of water. You're gonna do you 3/4 cups of salt and brown sugar, and a little bit of carrots, a little bit of celery, onions, thyme, and pickling spice. And you make sure you cool it down. So you can do a couple things.
So you heat it first.
You can
then
do
cool
it. You can
down?
do it. Yeah, I saute it first. The onions and the celery. Saute that up. Bring the gallon of water up. Then once I get all the aromatics flavors in there, a little thyme, the pickle spice, give it a little taste. With the apple juice, the apple juice.
Right.
So half apple juice, half water. So it'll be a gallon. So it'll be 2 quarts of apple juice, 2 quarts of water, and a little bit of carrots, celery, onions. Saute it a little bit. Add in your liquid. Add in your salt. Add in your brown sugar, and then you can cool it down. If you do it the day before, you could just let it cool in the refrigerator to be fine. It has to be cold, or you can put ice cubes in.
Ice cubes.
Cool it down,
Got it.
and then submerge it in.
You don't want to put that roast in warm water because then
no.
you have bacterial growth.
Oh,
right?
absolutely. So and then you'll cook it. You'll have a cooked roast already.
And you also have a rush to the hospital the next day, possibly.
No, absolutely, from trichinosis. So then, like I said, fully cold and submerge it in there. I normally get a big 2-ounce Ziploc bag into a bucket, and I put it in there, fold it up.
And just so you know,
like
for people that don't realize, I guarantee 90% of the people never see those Ziploc bags. All right, so now we got our rib roast. This is a pork rib roast.
Yes.
We got our string bean casserole.
Yep.
And this is in honor of Lori Stokes. Lori Stokes' wonderful stuffing that she taught me when we were at Channel 7. So let's start. We want to start with your roast.
Let's try it.
Get the protein in. This is cooked perfect. And yes, pink is fine, just a little pink.
Oh, wow.
I'm laughing because it's so good. That's so moist. That's ridiculously moist. All right. And Chef Jesse is the author of Pow, My Life in 40 Feasts, a cookbook and memoir by a beloved American chef, available at his website, chefjessejones.com. We're coming right back.